Morning, guys. It's the 10th of January. We're Signal Centre talking ball. It's Non-Farm Friday. I'm Joe Neighbour, joined by Ian Cohen and Steve O'Hare. Good morning,
Good
guys.
morning.
All set for Non-Farm Friday?
Yeah, don't trade today, whatever you do.
Yeah, take today off.
Good
Is
luck.
that an order? 'Cause I
Yeah,
will.
it's no one ever makes money on non-farm payroll, not even the ones in control.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? Bit of a
Mm.
lottery. So let's have a quick look at how we did yesterday. There's another head-to-head on gold yesterday. This time it was myself and Ian going up against each other. I was short. Ian was long. There wasn't much movement either way, to be totally honest. It sort of stuck around where we both kind of tried to place our trades. Overall, Ian came out on top with a 0.28R win versus a 0.39R loss for me. But the winner yesterday was Steve with a win on Bitcoin, which was 1.1R. That had a decent sell-off into our closing point at 9 o'clock. So congratulations, mate.
Yeah, it took me loads of Bitcoin to knock it down just before 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it was just sitting there smashing the price.
Yeah, it's just in one lots.
So overall, that puts us up to 39.58%. So if we round that up to 40%, because we've done 40 episodes of Talking Ball, so we're making 1% a day on this at the minute, guys.
Oh, that's
Lovely.
pretty
Pretty
nice.
good going, eh?
Pretty nice.
So Steve,
Yeah,
give us your 0.33% winner today.
I'm gonna go share my screen. I'm gonna go Bitcoin again today. Now, after the reaction this week, we've had obviously the rallies into the safe haven assets. They've all collapsed. We've got stocks rallying, got non-farm out today, and obviously there's going to be a magical, huge, big number out today with stocks continue to rally. Normal stuff. We've got this shooting star forming on Bitcoin. If you look at oil on the weekly chart, you've got this bearish outside week. If you look on gold, you've got a shooting star on gold.
Wow.
But the one I sort of like, I think has a chance of sort of like continuing is this on the weekly chart. We've got this bearish head and shoulders, which I highlighted weeks ago, but haven't really been paying much attention to it. But we've seen this rally back into the neckline, so it's retested the neckline, and there's a potential for it to carry on going lower. We see, if we look on the daily chart on Bitcoin, we've got an evening, almost a doji evening star formation formed here. So this has been confirmed. This should continue lower. Maybe we'll get a little bit of support coming in around about this trend line here, 7065. So on, I'll take it down to the 4-hour chart to show you what I'm doing at 76.85. It's trading now. I'll put the stop quite close again. I'm going to go for sort of decent R on this, 78.85. That's too much, and I'm going to go for 70.85 down here. I'll bring the stop in 77.85. How's that look? 6R.
Lovely.
I'll go for that.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Ian, what are you taking a look at, mate?
New Zealand dollar. Let's share my screen.
They're all rallying this morning. Are you selling into strength?
No.
Or thinking it keeps going?
I've got this bad boy that I think is playing out. I think we're oversold. We've got some of our bespoke support located at 66.10, so I think that's prime entry. But I like this cipher pattern. Just reacted quite strongly from the 161.8% extension level. I also think that the dollar is probably due a bit of a correction. Got non-farm today, so everything's high risk, as everybody's saying this morning. But 3.5 hour, I think it's about the best setup I can find, to be honest. So I'm looking at buying New Zealand dollar at 66.18, stop at 65.91, and a target of 67.14.
Okay, best of luck. A few bits I was looking at this morning. We've got sterling pairs that just appear quite range bound at the minute. A lot of sort of choppiness. Looking at using sort of fib levels, I was looking at sterling Swiss. That's sort of rallied into a 50% in the very short term. This is an hourly chart and been rejected there. And also looking at sterling yen, had some resistance around here at 143.45, and just above that we've got a 78.6% Fibonacci level, but we're turning lower again today, so I'm going to sell that now and put a stop just above those highs. So looking at 50 ticks, the current price is 143.01, and I'm looking to target a move down to support here at 141.88, so I'm going to say 141.90, so 2.2R, so not particularly amazing R, but a reasonable setup, I think. But of course, it could all turn to poop on non-farm payrolls later.
We've also got Canadian unemployment as well, haven't we? Double
What
whammy
time's that
effect.
at the same time?
Same time, yeah, 1:30.
Okay. Okay, so that's my trade for today. Let's just take a look at the roundup on the news yesterday. So risk appetite held firm. Oil prices failed to regain any ground on the back of the Middle East tensions continuing to decline. Obviously, on the back of that, demand for defensive assets remained weaker. Yen and Swiss were both quite resilient despite that, though. There was some news out yesterday that a senior Iranian Guard commander stated that Iran will take harsher revenge soon after the latest missiles attacks. So there remains a little bit of a threat there. Also, there was some news out about the flight, which came down at the same time as the strike. So, I mean, it looked a bit suspicious at the time, but I think Justin Trudeau, was it yesterday, the Canadian president, confirmed, according to their intelligence, that it was shot down by Iranian missiles. So,
yeah.
I mean,
they obviously have got they've got better access than the Iranians to the flight deck recorder, so they know, don't they? The Canadians must know.
It doesn't seem to have escalated anything further, though. I mean, that's pretty savage, isn't it? Shooting down a plane and 180 people dying.
But yeah, exactly. So I think the Canadians have amazingly found this intelligence from somewhere. Very questionable.
Yeah,
I think everyone's going to start pointing the finger at Iran, and that's it. You're just going to get this backwards and forwards tit for tat rubbish.
Yeah, so that could continue to rumble on in the background, but I think everybody's turning their attentions now to the trade deal. Trump said yesterday that the second phase of the trade deal with China would start straight away, although he may wait until after the election to conclude it. That's according to our reports this morning. China has expressed some reservations over the timetable, so I think we're going to continue to see some backwards and forwards on that.
So if he's concluding it after the election, does that mean he's definitely going to get elected?
Well, I think if he gets the Russians on it to meddle with it a little bit, he can probably get a few votes that way, can't he?
Yeah, probably. Or Ukraine.
He sounds very confident, doesn't he? So it's almost like it's a sure thing.
If only we all had that confidence, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
If we all could model ourselves on Donald Trump, it'd be a fantastic world.
I've been reading a book at the minute called Commander in Cheat. It's about Trump and when he plays golf. Fascinating about.
Does he cheat?
All the time, yeah.
Does he?
Renowned for it, yeah. I'll send you the link for the book. It's incredible. I
remember I played golf once with Rugsy. You know Rugsy,
yeah.
And he hit the ball, and it hit someone's. There was someone in a buggy in front of him, and it hit his buggy. And he went up, picked up his ball, and he threw it another like 30, 40 yards.
I was there. That was at Stockbridge Manor, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah. He threw it another 30, 40 yards. If the buggy hadn't been there, it would have gone all the way over there. He threw it.
That was a boy's. I think it was somebody's Foxy's stag do. I think it was.
Oh yes, yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Trump's
him doing
got all
that.
These carts, apparently. He's got his own golf cart on each of his courses, and they're all twice the speed of everybody else's. So he's bumming up the course and kicks his ball out the rough. If someone puts a good shot and he's playing against him, he'll pick their ball up and chuck it in the bunker. People call him out about it all the time, but he just, you know what he's like, just shrugs it off.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
He's had 300 rounds of golf or something in his presidency, hasn't he? It was
he's had he's on course to do 3 times as much golf as Obama, and there was countless tweets of him calling out Obama for playing too much golf.
Yeah,
incredible. So back to
clearly
news.
Gives no fucks.
No, none whatsoever. Sterling dipped a little bit yesterday after comments from the Bank of England Governor Carney. He was seen as dovish. He was talking about further stimulus in the near term to reinforce the anticipated recovery in growth and inflation. So that was quite positive for the FTSE 100 yesterday. but we're seeing a little bit of a sell-off today ahead of non-farm payrolls. So there was also the UK House of Commons approved the Brexit withdrawal agreement, but that attracted very little media attention. It almost sort of was completely unnoticed.
Brushed under the carpet.
Yeah, so they're quietly going about getting the job done. News-wise today, obviously 130 payrolls, as we've discussed, and unemployment from Canada, as Ian mentioned. So that pretty much covers what to expect for today. Anybody else got anything else to add?
No, just on that missile down in that plane. Surely if a missile hit a plane, wouldn't it just explode in midair?
Well, it depends where it hit it, I suppose. If it was only a small missile and hit a wing or something, I think there's footage of it coming out of the sky, isn't it? And it looked like it was on fire.
A mere flesh wound.
You sort of think if it's a ballistic missile, surely it's going to cause more damage than setting an engine on fire. You'd think it'd take the whole wing off.
I mean, if it was America doing it, probably it would. But if it's, if they're
maybe
if you're hitting it with a spud
military
gun,
isn't up to.
Yeah.
Look out of the sky with a spud gun. Love it.
Bizarre. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's wrap it up there. Good luck if you're trading non-farm payrolls today, everybody.
Yes.
Have a
if
great
not,
weekend.
Have a good round of golf.
Yeah. And don't kick it out the rough.
Cheers.
See you Monday.
See you later.